All right. Well, good morning, everybody. And it's, as I said, so nice to see everyone here. And this is amazing. I'm looking at Bill Silverman. This is our fifth anniversary of our pro bono program, which is just so exciting. Certainly for all of us at Family Legal Care. This was a great idea that Bill had actually, and we had always wanted to do, but we really built it up so that it's really been, years in the making, but we're so proud of it. It's so important to our work. And we are so thankful for so many of you who are here who participate in it. And, you're going to get some great data, you're going to hear some great testimonies, and it's going to be a great event. So in on the program, I'm saying hi, and then you're going to get Sammy and her team to tell you all about the accomplishments, sort of over, the 5 years and 5 years plus, and then we'll have a nice video, and then Val Farkas from Bloomberg will give us a concluding remarks. And I just want to tell you that over the years, Family Legal Care has um, really prized this program, loved this program, and we've invested a lot in this program. So I know some of you went through the Salesforce upgrade with us, but I think what we've found is that it's been extremely efficient and helpful, particularly for the pro bono program. So, and we will continue to innovate as we go along. And I think, not to take it away from Sammy, but I think we did 558 consultations in 2024. That's just an amazing number. Private sector coming into the family court where there's such great need. And so we just are so thankful to all of you and your commitment to us, and incredibly thankful to Sammy and her team who make it all happen. So today is a day of celebration. And then I hope you'll join us at our June 3rd celebration that's coming up at our gala. And it's going to be a very fun party this year, as it often is anyway. It's not your typical gala. So we're very excited and, look forward to good celebrations ahead. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to our leader, Sammy. And again, so great to see you all. And thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thanks, Kathy. Hi, everybody. I'm Sammy Ingram. I'm the director of our pro bono program here at Family Legal Care. I've been here for almost 6 years now. So, for the whole kind of look back period of our 5 year anniversary, it's so nice to see so many familiar faces here today. I thought I would start off by taking this opportunity to let my wonderful team introduce themselves to you live. Many of you email with them, get phone calls from them, but rarely have an opportunity to see them face to face. So I will let them introduce themselves as I call them now. First up is Blythe.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Blythe Hawthorne Loazo. I have been at Family Legal Care with the Pro Bono program for almost 5 years. So have been on this journey with Sammy and have loved working with you all closely. And my title is the Pro Bono and Outreach Staff Attorney. So in addition to supporting our amazing pro bono volunteers, I also help manage some of our community partners who send us clients, so which helps us bridge our access to justice gap by serving the clients that our sister organizations are unable to serve, whether that's eligibility requirements or lack of capacity. So I kind of wear two hats. And we've been asked to share what we love about working with our pro bono volunteers. And so I find that there are two awesome things about working with pro bono volunteers. So the first example is when a pro bono volunteer can take their finely honed skills and give our pro se clients top law firm litigation tools that they can apply in family court. So, for example, when a partner at a firm has years of complex trial experience and they can in an hour give a pro se mother excellent cutting cross-examination questions to a father who's not paying child support is a service that can actually exceed what a staff attorney can do. And the other area where I find our pro bono attorneys can go sometimes even above and beyond, like a legal service staff attorney, is when they can give their clients a sincere attention and focus, right? This 1 hour consultation is unique to them. It's not their day job. And so it kind of can prevent compassion fatigue and the sensation of racing between clients. And that level of intimacy and attention to detail, I think really benefits our pro se clients. So I'm so happy to be a part of this team for the last 5 years and to work with all of you.
Thanks, Blythe. I'll turn it over to Leiden.
Hi, I'm sorry, I have a cold. I'm Leodin Donnelly. I'm the other pro bono staff attorney. I've been here since December 2024, so a little over a year. Um, and what I appreciate about working with you all is to see, it's always great to see people with a lot of litigation experience helping the clients out, and we treasure that. But it's also really a pleasure for me to see people who come in with no family law experience, no litigation experience, and through repeat volunteering become some of our um, most reliable volunteers and are able to provide really knowledgeable support for our clients despite having no background and have this having nothing to do with their day job. So we have like quite a few mini experts now on our team who had no, knowledge or, understanding of family law prior to working with us, and now are doing such a great job with every client they meet with, really giving them such a useful, and helpful experience in their consultations. And so that's really nice to see. And we appreciate you all so much.
Thanks, Leiden. And the newest member of our team, Kate.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. I'm Kate. I'm the Pro Bono Program Coordinator. This is my first month here at Family Legal Care, so I'm excited to work with all of you closer. And even in this first month, just talking to clients after the fact, after a consultation, and them telling me just how helpful it was, how much clearer they feel, and how prepared they feel to go to like a first hearing or to file a petition, something they knew nothing about an hour prior to their consultation, has been so cool and interesting to hear. So I'm excited to work with all of you more.
You all. I'm going to share my screen now, and we have some fun data to run through with you all. Okay. Let me just start this. Okay. So this morning's program is our small way of saying thank you to everyone in our pro bono community, our pro bono attorneys, coordinators, and contacts at our firm and partner companies, plus some of our law student interns who help us out with intakes, and our wonderful intake volunteers, Sally, Linda, and Ricky. All of you contribute to making this program a huge success and therefore helping both Family Legal Care and our clients. So most of you are quite familiar with how our program works, but here are some of the highlights that I think make it unique and particularly impactful. So the program is all about using technology and the convenience of remote services to help increase access to justice for New York family court litigants. Our limited scope model both empowers our clients to represent themselves in court, but I think it's also what's largely appealing about our program to our volunteers. They're able to have a real impact in a pretty small amount of time. And recognizing that family law is not your daily area of practice, another unique feature of our program is the kind of handholding and support that our team provides both along the way. So before, during, and after consultations. And we hope that the support makes you feel more comfortable and confident going into consultations, which in turn leads to having a greater impact on our clients. So as Kathy was almost correct. She was too off. But this graph really shows the growth of the program over the last 5 years since we launched in January of 2020, and this just really blows me away. But as you can see, 2024 was our busiest year yet with 556 consultations. the increasing number of litigants that we've been able to assist through the program year to year is thanks to you all. We would not be able to assist this many clients without you. So thank you all for your dedication and support. In 2024, we worked with 143 different pro bono attorneys. What that means, to go back to the last slide, is that 143 of you completed 556 consultations. So this shows that most of our volunteers are doing more than one consultation, often many more than one consultation a year. And I think one of the wonderful things about our program is that you volunteers are able to do this when it works for your schedule. While most of our clients get the assistance they need in just one initial consultation with a pro bono attorney, many of our clients do come back to us and ask for more assistance. And in 2024, our pro bono attorneys completed 100 follow-up consultations. That means any consultation that was after that first initial one. So sometimes clients come back for a second, even rarer, clients come back for a third, fourth, fifth consultation, but we really appreciate our volunteers' willingness to continue to meet with our clients and to continue to support them. This is a dramatic increase from last year, from 2023, where we did 53 follow-up consultations in the pro bono program. So I just think this shows an added level of dedication. And people come back to us because they've had such a good experience working with you all. So that's positive feedback in and of itself. Now, we feel so fortunate to have such committed volunteers. And in addition to doing multiple consultations in a single year, the majority of our volunteers stay with us and continue working with us year to year. And I'm pretty blown away by this data. It really shows how committed our volunteers are and how we kind of suck you in and don't let you go once you volunteer with us. But this is really staggering to me that most of you have been working with us now for at least 2 years. And I'll say on the flip side, the percentage of newer volunteers we have is largely due to the fact that our program continues to grow, that we're forming new partnerships with firms and corporate legal departments every year. So that's kind of what makes up for the other side of this, the newer volunteers. Now I'm going to take a moment to share a story about one of our clients and how they were impacted by a pro bono attorney who was able to assist them. So here we have Jane, who's a mother of 4, and there was some domestic violence between her and the children's father. They were divorced, and immediately after that, the father stopped paying child support. Jane filed an enforcement petition and then was referred to Family Legal Care by the Legal Hand Call-In Center in Long Island. She came to us because she needed help, particularly because the father had hired a lawyer to represent him. And in addition to her enforcement case, the father cross-filed a petition to lower his child support. Jane met with a pro bono attorney in September, and they helped her prepare for both cases, the violation and the modification. They explained the court process, the applicable legal standard, and I think most importantly, helped her craft arguments to raise in court. Jane reached back out to us a couple months later to share that she had won her violation case. And of particular note, she got a money judgment that ordered the arrears to be paid with interest. But in its decision, which Jane shared with us, the court actually quoted arguments that the pro bono attorney helped Jane prepare. So that was pretty awesome, not just for her to have the win, but to see those arguments that the pro bono attorney worked on with her quoted by the judge. So Jane's story is an example of how impactful a pro bono attorney's work can be in just 1 hour with a client. That was from a single consultation. Jane felt empowered to go win her and did win her case. One of the ways in which pro bono attorneys can be particularly helpful to clients is by helping them draft documents during consultations. So that can be talking points or outlines to raise at hearings, and also petitions to help get cases started. So in 2024, pro bono attorneys drafted documents for clients in 126 of our consultations. That's a pretty large number. And this is a pretty also dramatic increase from 2023 when we drafted documents for clients in 67 consultations. And I'll say too that sometimes we can draft multiple, or you all draft multiple documents for a client in a single consultation. This next graph shows kind of the geographic reach of our program, which is pretty amazing. We have an immense geographic reach across New York State. So within New York's 62 counties, in the past year, we assisted litigants with cases in 46 of those counties. And interestingly, as many of you know, a lot of our clients actually live elsewhere in other states or other countries, but jurisdiction for their case lies here in one of these counties of New York. The most common counties where we assist people are definitely still in New York City. Brooklyn's the busiest, which is not surprising because it's the busiest family court in New York State, but also Queens and the Bronx. And then after that, our busiest counties are Long Island, Nassau and Suffolk County, around the Capital Region, and Westchester. Those are the darker areas on this map. And that's also kind of not surprising because that's where we have really strong referral relationships with organizations in those areas that refer clients to us. Now, you might kind of wonder where our clients come to from the pro bono program. And the majority of our clients come from what we call internal referrals. They get referred to the pro bono program by other programs at Family Legal Care. So that's traditionally been our helpline and continues to be. But as our Digital Justice Initiative or DJI initiative has grown at Family Legal Care, more clients are coming to us from that area as well. So what that means is at the end of using our Family Law Navigator, and now in 2025, after using some of our guided court forms, litigants are able to submit a request for a consultation, and that request comes directly to the pro bono program. So it's pretty awesome to see clients using a different service at Family Legal Care at first to get some initial information or to start drafting a petition, and then they come to meet with an attorney to get some really individualized advice on their case. In addition to these internal referrals, as you can see here, we still have really strong relationships with community organizations across the state that make up a lot of our client base as well. And the next story I'll share is about one such client who came to us after using our Family Law Navigator. So we have Candy, who's the mother of a 15-year-old. She had sole custody and wanted to move out of New York because her mother was ill and she wanted to help care for her. Her son was also being bullied at school, so she felt like moving would actually be in his best interest as well. The father, in response, filed an emergency petition in family court to prevent her from moving with their son. So she met with a pro bono attorney to discuss how she should respond to his petition. The pro bono attorney helped Candy prepare arguments, explained how the court process would work, and also helped her prepare for the fact how to present to the court that her and her ex had an informal agreement that would have allowed her to move. But not relying on that alone, they prepared arguments for why it would be in the son's best interest to move. And then Candy actually rehearsed presenting these points as if she were in court with the pro bono attorney ahead of time. She shared with us after that she felt well prepared to represent herself in court, and that was all thanks to this pro bono attorney's hard work. So next to here is just some feedback from some of our volunteers. It's lovely always to receive positive feedback, but so everyone knows, we also welcome and are really interested in more constructive feedback too. We're always thinking of ways to make the program better and stronger for you and for our clients as well. And now I'd like to give a special thanks to certain volunteer attorneys who have demonstrated an exceptional commitment to our pro bono program. And that means both in terms of the number of consultations they've done in the past year, plus their total years of service working with us. So thank you to these awesome volunteers, and we look forward to continuing to work with you in the years ahead. I also want to extend a much wider thank you to all of our 100 plus volunteers who have worked with us in the last year, and everyone who's worked with us over the past 5 years, and all of these firms and companies who partner with us to assist New York family court litigants. In 2024, we recruited 50 new pro bono volunteers, which is pretty awesome, and formed partnerships with 4 new law firms and corporate legal departments. And in the years ahead and the months ahead, we'll be forming partnerships with more and more of you. So before we move on here, I am going to, what comes next here is a wonderful video that 3 of our longstanding volunteers have put together that shares their thoughts and feelings on why they keep coming back to this work and supporting more and more clients. I'm going to switch over.
Helping, real people with real issues that impact their families that really are very serious issues, right? And then you couple that with the fact that You can schedule a consultation. You have the knowledge from the training, of course. It just seemed like a no-brainer.
I was interested in it in part for a personal reason, which was I had been through a divorce. Even as a litigator, the family court mystified me. So when the opportunity came up to work with FLC and provide some legal advice to other parents who were going through the family court process, I jumped at the chance.
So I actually was FLC's first pro bono scholar back in law school. It kind of just worked out really well and was a no-brainer by the time I got to Free Frank and saw they had that partnership. I was like, perfect. I love the team there. Sammy and Blythe are amazing, and they were so happy to have me back, and I was equally happy to be there.
First and foremost, what keeps me coming back is the pressing need for this type of assistance. Family court is arcane. The substantive law is difficult to fathom, and you're there with FLC's help and guidance to provide that assistance. Frankly, I enjoy it.
I've loved FLC since the second I got there, especially when I get to do repeats or, even just learning a new issue that someone's having. I think it's just amazing to keep learning new things in the space.
The satisfaction of, really helping these people, of being able to assist them, put their mind at rest, provide the guidance, and know that, I'm really helping them to prepare for a hearing that's really nerve-wracking.
It's the amount of time and thought that FLC puts in before, during, and after every consultation that puts volunteers like me in a position to effectively provide family law advice to the community that FLC serves.
The fact that it can be done virtually at their own convenience as well, while they're working, they can take a quick break, they can do it on their mobile phone. So many different ways to make the connection and get the help that is needed after that initial intake.
The resources that are provided both leading up to sessions and then as the live chats as well during the sessions, I think that's such a handy thing to have. They summarize the law really well in a way that makes it easy to deliver to someone. It makes it easy for people to go from doing their billable work to quickly shifting over and helping someone. And again, even if they only have an hour to give, I think FLC makes it very easy for them to do a great job in that hour. And I think that's really special.
They absolutely feel more confident, more prepared. I see them making notes as we're speaking, and I could see the light bulb come on.
These are really personal and really emotional problems, and I think a lot of people appreciate just having someone help kind of organize their thoughts. I think it's helpful to kind of explain the layout of what's going on and set the groundwork and kind of break things down for them in a way that they might have struggled to do on their own.
The more information you can give to parents who are in that position, the more a sense of agency they have and the more a sense of control they have over what can be really a very stressful situation for them and their children.
I call this my family law expertise, and I really mean it when I say that. I feel like I've really grown a confidence in doing all of these consults, and you learn a lot.
At the end of the day, I feel like I've helped somebody, and it's a good feeling. I mean, I help my employer, my company all the time, but that's corporate law. Helping people with family law is just really more personally rewarding.
I'm grateful to have had this opportunity, continue to have this opportunity to help parents out in this situation. It just makes you feel like you've made a real connection to that person.
Okay, well, thank you, all of you. And I don't know, I love this celebration because it just reinforces why we all work so hard to make this program happen. And as Sammy said, without you, it could not happen. And I'm going to turn it over for final remarks to Valerie Farkas, from Bloomberg, who, quite frankly, with us from the very beginning, really helped make introductions to lots of different, particularly corporate partners, and has been there through thick and thin. She's on our board. She works tirelessly for us, and I just think she has a few closing comments to make. Valerie? Val?
Sure. Thank you, Kathy. I'm so delighted to be here with all of you today to celebrate family legal care and all of your commitment to the pro bono program and family legal care clients. As Kathy mentioned, I'm at Bloomberg, but I also wear a family legal care board hat and have proudly worn that hat for over 5 years. And on behalf of the whole board, we really want to thank all of you. We can't do this work without your volunteer service, and we're so deeply grateful for everything you do to help further Family Legal Care's mission. Families come to us, as you know, from participating in consultations and getting to know clients. Families come to us because they don't have anywhere else to turn. They can't afford a lawyer, and they don't know how to navigate the New York family court system. They're intimidated by this process. It's scary. It's Byzantine. They feel a bit helpless before they come into these consultations. And once they, and often it is their first time in a courtroom or appearing before a judge. And this is to help resolve matters that are deeply personal. They're at the core, the fundamental core of their lives, which is their families. And so each hour-long consultation that you are spending as a volunteer with family legal care clients is helping them feel informed and prepared to go into court. As we heard through Jane's story and Candy's story, you help them feel confident and empowered about navigating that process. That is making a difference in the lives of others, and we can't overstate just how grateful we are for those contributions. About 10 years ago at Bloomberg, we launched our pro bono program, and it was in partnership with a number of legal service organizations providing various services to New Yorkers in need. And when Bloomberg was introduced to family legal care by Bill Silverman, my longtime partner in crime, what struck me as particularly meaningful about family legal care is that it is uniquely positioned as an organization where no other organization is doing this, helping pro se litigants in New York family court. It is filling a significant justice gap that no other organization is doing. And over the years, I've been, as both Bloomberg's pro bono program has grown and Family Legal Care's pro bono program has grown, as we've watched the in-house legal community in partnership with, law firms' longstanding presence in the pro bono community. We've watched the in-house community gain traction with pro bono. It's just been such a delight to hear from colleagues like Stephen Haber, who you just heard from in the video, who have enthusiastically engaged in family legal care consultations, and hearing about how much it means to them to be able to help others, and how important it is to feel good about making that impact. The numbers that Sammy and her team have put together and showed to all of us, they're quite incredible. And pro bono service having always been a cornerstone of the legal profession, I think it's fair to say in these exceptionally uncertain times, it's more important now than ever. And so it's so incredibly meaningful for us to be able to take these moments this morning to celebrate and applaud all of the work that you have done and will continue to do. You are having an enormous impact, and we thank you for that. We ask you to please help spread the word. As you're talking with colleagues at your law firm or at your in-house legal department, let them know about your experience at Family Legal Care, and perhaps encourage them to learn more or to partner with you on a consultation. If you're in-house, speak with your external counsel and see if they want to partner. That's always a great way to further develop the external law firm relationship, and vice versa. If you're at a law firm, perhaps perhaps you want to pull one of your, kind of day job clients into a consultation and get to know one another better as you're helping a family in need. It feels really good to help others. I think that was the key takeaway from our incredible volunteer video. It feels really good to help others, and together we can make a difference. And it's one family at a time, but it is truly making an enormous impact. So thank you again to the volunteers, of course, to Kathy, Sammy, the entire Family Legal Care staff. We will be honoring Kathy at our annual gala on June 3rd. She mentioned the gala, but I want to stress we are going to be honoring Kathy and her incredible commitment to the organization. We hope you will all be joining us on June 3rd. We're so excited about that event. And again, thank you so much for all that you do.
Have a wonderful day, everybody. Great way to start the day, I say. So take care.